Hello YouTubers, I hope you're about to enjoy the show today. Today is Justin the Extract Boundless Part 1. Yes, it's the new series. We're going to do this theory about quite a few episodes actually. We're going to do the bound ones because the bound ones are interesting. Okay, extract. Now there are exactly 26 extract monsters if you wonder what's currently on the bound list. Yes, and there's a lot more than you think. So let's start with a simple one. Northern. The only thing ever Northern needs changing is a hard once per turn. Because Northern is actually a soft once per turn. It's not even a hard once per turn. It's not once per turn, this card. That's the only thing that needs changed. In fact, Northern is one of those weird cards. Okay, when it first came out, it was not that good. It was good as a nice extender. Yeah, it was just a nice extender. But then it was Zoo who broke the card with Super Pot with fusion, substitute, and all that stuff. That's what broke the card. That's what broke the card. It was not the interfusion. Everyone thought interfusion broke the card. It was not. Interfusion was fine. If anyone didn't find out about that, then the interfusion still might be a 3 today. But now it's at 1. So I think that's the only thing needs changing on this card. Next, Supreme King starring Venom. The thing, okay, this card created FTK, but to pull off the FTK, to me, you need to pull off 2 of this card. So the easy way to fix this FTK is make 1 copy per duel, and I know that's a very heavy restriction, but that means you're only allowed to use 1 copy. It means you can't use multiple copies of this card, so it'd be really hard to actually make more copies, because it means you always got to play 1 copy of this card. No. It was because of Nightingale this card is still banned today. Look, if they just banned Nightingale, this card would have been fine, but of course they don't. So 1 copy of this will be absolutely fine from Supreme King starring Venom. It'll be absolutely fine. It'll fix the card a lot more. It makes it easy to play. It will do. Next is Thunder Dragon Colossus. No change, not really any changes. It's weird. In OCG, this is that 1, and this is doing perfectly fine. Thunder Dragon's not doing anything in OCG. It's currently not. It's a Rojak in OCG at the moment, and it's not doing very much now. Here, it's bad. But there at 1, it's fine. At 1, if you're a rogue option. But Colossus creates this balancing fact, and what I mean by a balancing fact is you create a format where everything wants to search has to be something from the deck instead. So you can't create that sort of format when everything from the deck is search instead of a sub. Okay? Next is Firewall. Firewall is actually getting a errata on the way. It's not far away. In fact, it's coming in the Ghosts of the Past. Yes, it's a new set. It's a box of reprints, imports, and there's some couple of imports coming in the way, and this is one of the reprints, and we get actually this as an import, and we get the new Firewall. So basically the new ones could be, you can only special summon Cybers. They still keep this card effect, but they can only special summon Cybers, so it's only going to be good for Cybers deck, and they made it once per turn, so it's kind of fixed all the situation. It's not that good anymore, but there's still some decks that can take a variety to it, so don't expect too much from Fireball this time, but expect it to be as good as it, not as good as it used to be. Yeah. God Dragon, Aquapain, no change. This card's just too broken. I don't see how would you adjust this to come back unless you make it so when you summon from the extra deck, you can't search anything else apart from dragons. It does that already, so there's not really a way of changing this card to come back. It's really broken. Yeah. It's never gonna come back anytime soon. Next. Electromite will come off the ban list soon. I reckon this will come off the ban list soon. Look, there was Metaphos in Blazing Vortex. Right? And then bring it back for next one could be when Ancient Guard comes out, and there is there's a new archetype called Doramiku. Is in the set. But that Pendulum deck's not good, but they could bring it back for that. That could be a good idea to promote that set. to promote that set, bring the Electromite back. That would be a really good idea to promote it. I think that would be the best thing I would do if I was in Konami's shoes. Next one, Nightmare Goblin. Nightmare Goblin. After you use this effect, you can't link summon. That's how you fix Goblin. You basically make it so you can't link summon, but you can do anything else. You can do anything else, but you can't link summon. Yeah, because in a way, then you fix the situation with Goblin. Goblin's problem was it just gives you extra normal summon, and that made it too broken. And plus, any deck can make it. Any deck can make Goblin. But if you make it so you can't make another link afterwards, then a certain deck can't make it. So you give it, you sort of give it up just enough, but you just about move it, which is fine. Yeah. Next, Nightmare Mermaid, no changes. Basically, Mermaid gives you this. It gives August just her engine of August, so you can just make it August engine to get to August, to get to Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Mermaid, and then you can just keep going. Yeah, it just makes a nightmare for August. Yeah, it just makes August playable. Well, it makes August playable in any deck because this card's in the deck, or you can summon Nightmare Corruptor Iblis from your deck and all sorts of things like that. Yeah. Link Cross. Link Cross was just added to the list, so there's not really any changes. I don't see any changes anytime soon. This is just added to the list, and Link Cross was used correctly. It's funny how a card was released about 4 months and it's literally on the ban list, so it doesn't seem right. Yeah. Summon Arc. You'll have to limit it to no summon from no link summon for the rest of the turn. So that's what you have to do for Link Cross to come back. I don't see it's coming anytime soon, but with this errata, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance of this actually coming back. I think there might be a chance of this coming back. Link Cross is Summon Sorcerer is a weird card in a way because it's not really designed very well. What I mean by that, you can summon any monster from your deck, so it can do anything. It can do FTKs and stuff like that. And even with this, as a errata, might not be enough. It might need to be something else, which is a really shame. Yeah. Next is Tropilite Gunbird Dragon. No changes. There's no way you can bring this back. It creates hand loops. It creates all this madness. Look, when it was Goki was the best deck, this card was the bane on most people's, because literally they can just go, yeah, take all your 4 cards, take all 6 if you can. Yeah, it took out cards whipped out of the hand. You couldn't even play when this card was in the format. I remember playing with this card. This card was sick if you played with it, but against it was absolute nightmare. Yeah, I don't know how to make this illegal to make. This is one of those cards, it should have not been made. But I don't know how to bring it back. We don't know how to. Finished, wouldn't even use it now, I think. Yeah. Next is Ancient Fairy Dragon. You have to make it only when this card's been synchro summoned. You can't synchro summon. So basically you can't synchro summon with this card. You will have to make a link or something. That's the way you'll fix this card. Because this card is kind of weird. This card's broken, but I mean this card's not really broken to understand. Especially on one card for that. You can't use your battle phase for that. Yep, so you can only use that going first. Yep. And then destroy the opponent, destroy the field spells. Yeah, that's pretty broken when you try both of them. That's pretty good. But then you need a certain deck to take that. And look, this took out a lot of decks. Look, it took out FA, one of my favorite decks of all time. It stopped that working. Yeah, it's really annoying because this card was actually really good. And to me, this was not the problem of FDKs, or something else was the problem. And so if you're limited to you can't synchro summon, then you might have a chance with this card. I know this card's supposed to synchro up, but you can't with this. You've got to find something else to do. You got to think outside. Next is Danelong, the final one. So Danelong's the final one, I think. There's no really change for Danelong. Danelong doesn't really need a change. The problem is Danelong is not banning OCG, and it's currently not doing anything OCG. Okay, yes, I know it gets a negation, but at the end of the day, it's just a counter-track card. The worm thing is okay, you'll need to set up, and plus you need to play some Jensens in your deck, so you kind of always need to set up. You can't really do it with any other. This card was only banned because of dinosaurs, and dinosaurs to me are not always the greatest deck. They're kind of like a good deck, but they can still be stopped. Yes, they can't. It's like, yes, it is unfair, but there's ways of beating dinosaurs. There is ways of beating dinosaurs. There is ways of doing it. There are ways, and that's the whole list. I hope you enjoy it today. And subscribe and watch all. We just got a new subscriber today, which is good. Hope you see me on hope you share it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Yes, I'm on Twitter. There's other and I haven't vaccinated my test negative. Mum and Dad are trying to get my vaccine ready. I just got my new passport, so I just won't be running out to 2031. I played a tournament with 34 players a couple of nights ago. It was crazy because I didn't get to bed until about midnight. Alright. I hope you. There'll be things coming up next week, so hopefully things will get back. We're going down the virus issue, which is good. Hopefully soon things will start changing. Hear what the government says on Monday. Hope you enjoyed the show today, and subscribe and watch it, and see you all next time. Bye everybody.